What is up, nerds, geeks, and collectors alike? Today we are taking a look at the Walmart exclusive Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Hotrod. Now, the Philippines does not have a Walmart, but lucky enough for me, I had a buddy in Canada and he was asking whoever needed a Hotrod, so I told him I needed one, so he was kind enough to pick up a piece for me. But of course, I was the one who paid for the figure as well as its shipping. And putting the figure aside for now, let's take a close look at the packaging. Here we have the generic Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition packaging. And yes, this is not the Autobots Unite Walmart exclusive packaging. And here we have a image of Hotrod, an Autobot logo. It says here he is a brash warrior. At the back here we have our obligatory CGI product shots. And he advertised Bumblebee and Crosshair, so it's safe to assume that this guy should have been in the third wave of the Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition toy line. At the side, nothing much. At the top, we have an image of Bumblebee, Optimus, and Drift. And at the bottom, we have the legal mumbo jumbo as well as the UPC. I am aware that there is another packaging for this figure, which is the Autobots Unite, but I wanted to get the premier one for a more uniform look.
Bonjour chérie, je m'appelle Hotrod. Hotrod, Hotrod.
Hot Rod. It's his French accent. We just likes the accent.
No, I hate the accent, but I can get rid of it. I'm stuck with the accent.
He's a soldier.
And here we have Transformers The Last Night Walmart exclusive Premier Edition Deluxe Class Hotrod outside of packaging, looking very cool. Here's a retool of Lockdown, and let's just fix him up here in order to get an in-depth look at the figure right here. And like I said earlier, this guy is a heavy retool and repaint of the Transformers Age of Extinction Lockdown. But before all that, it does not come with any accessory. This is from Squeaks.
Mademoiselle, don't go! Where is Vivian? She's gone, boss. I'll check her. Yes, lady! Follow me! I'm gonna lead the way! Grab the staff, Vivian! Stop the time!
From the same toy line, the Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Squeaks, that is. It shares the same element as Hotrod's official gun, and it fits him nicely.
Good job, little friend! And your cover, move!
Now taking a close look at Hotrod, I am well aware that this mold started with the Dark of the Moon Roadbuster, but I think Hotrod definitely fits it, even though it may be a little bit inaccurate. Despite the added mold, the small tweaks in the engineering, as well as the added paint. As you can see here, he has this black, orange, and silver color scheme. And what differs him from the previous mold, aside from those things I mentioned earlier, are the wheels up here. All four of his wheels are on his arms, but from the previous versions, or at least the previous characters that had this body type, the other wheels would be on his hips, and two other wheels would be there on his arms, instead of being four. And at the back, we have the Lamborghini kibble right here at the back. As you can see, nothing much happening there, but overall he is a pretty good looking figure, no doubt about that. Hotrod is owning this mold.
Move! Quick, quick, quick! Get out of here! My weapon will stop the time!
And for articulation, Hotrod's head is on a ball joint, meaning he can go an entire 360 right here. As you can see, he can barely look up and not so much down. He has this hinge on his shoulder, giving him more clearance, an entire 360, and then a upper elbow swivel right here, and a 90-degree bend at the arm. Unfortunately, it does not have any articulation at the wrist right here, nothing. Here in his body, it tends to be a little wobbly. There is a tab here that ensures that he stays solid, but unfortunately it does have a tendency to undo itself if you handle the figure a little roughly. and he can kick and put his feet that far back. He can fairly do the splits, and as well as a 90-degree bend on the knee. He has some back and forth movement at the feet, but that's more for the transformation, but that's strategically placed, so I'm gonna count that as articulation. But he does not come with a pivot. And that's about it for the articulation of the Walmart exclusive Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Hotrod. And finally, for the size comparison, as you can see here, let's bring out the trusted ruler. Hotrod stands at 5.5 inches tall right there. And let's get the other figures to compare him with. Here we have the Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Bumblebee from the third wave. And here we have Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Crosshairs. Guess it's safe to assume that these three are from the same wave, that is, since they advertise both figures from his packaging. And here we have Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Drift. And these guys really look cool together. Let's just fix Drift's head, and that really looks cool. The 4 Deluxe Class Autobots, and he is taller compared to the other Autobots by half an inch right here. And that's about it for the size comparison. Now let's get this guy transformed.
I love this car! No, literally, why do you have to be like that? Pourquoi? Do not hit me again! She's very difficult!
And here we have Hotrod in his Lamborghini Centenario LP770-4 alternate mode, and this is a pretty sleek and elegant alt mode.
I call shotgun. B, I'm gonna divert the cops.
And I am very impressed in how they were able to translate this into figure form. And like I said, he is a heavy retool of previous modes, so what they had to do is change the initial look for the vehicle right here. And as you can see, Hotrod has no problem moving all of his four wheels. It is a very slick design, very cool. And make no mistake, it is in the box. This is an officially licensed Lamborghini product. And here, as you can see, let's take a measurement of him. He is below 1.5 inch tall, a little below that. He is about 2 inches wide, and he is about a little above 5 inches long. And that is the standard size for Deluxe class figures. Now let's get his fellow Autobots into the mix here. Here we have Transformers Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe class Bumblebee. Pretty cool. His brothers in arms. And Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe class Crosshairs. And let's just adjust them right here. And let's bring out Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe class Drift. And here are the Autobots in their alternate vehicle mode, looking pretty cool. I like the fact that they are different car brands, and not to mention different designs as well as different paint scheme, that is, but they still complement each other, which is really cool.
Oh, they look like wusses to me.
Oh, they all messed up.
So what can I say about the figure? As a heavy retool of previous characters, I think Hotrod is still a pretty good figure. The only downside is he is a Walmart exclusive, and not all countries have Walmarts, making it hard to attain this figure. But if you do get the chance to get this figure at a fair price, of course, I say you go for it. He is a pretty cool character, and not to mention, he really owns this mold and design. And with that said, if you like this video, drop a like and subscribe for more content. It would really help me out. Till next time, see ya!